Welcome back to New Mexico Entertainment Television, where you continue to be in the know for all things events and entertainment in New Mexico. I'm Teresa Robinson, and on this month's episode, we'll be discussing topics from our October issue, which is our fall issue. On this month's episode, we have Cannella from the Albuquerque Fermentation and Fungi Fest, Grimm Moire of Teatro Burlesco, author Cody Polston, Vanessa of Electric Playhouse's Drag Brunch, and musician Spencer Rick. Also our community question, entertainment history, and our music minute featuring red light cameras. So, let's get started. After last year's smashing success, the downtown ABQ Arts and Culture District is thrilled to bring back the Fermentation and Fungi Fest on October 20th, spotlighting New Mexico's finest farmers, artisans, and vendors. We're excited to have Cannella here to share all the juicy details about this year's event. Thank you, Kat, for joining us tonight to talk about an event that's actually a first for us. I know this is your second year of doing it, but yeah, fungi and fermentation. It's definitely something that a lot of people don't probably think about immediately for entertainment, but yeah. You're doing a whole second year. So tell us, how did this event come to pass? Like, how was it inspired?
So the event was launched by Edible New Mexico in 2018 and in 2019 as the New Mexico Fermentation Festival. Mm-hmm. Then they passed it down to the downtown Albuquerque Main Street Arts and Cultural District.
That's not a long name at all.
In 2022, because one of our growers market vendors, Stargazer Kombucha, really wanted to see it return. Mm-hmm. So she did a little inquiry, made sure it was good to go, and then they passed it down to us. Prior to 2020, the growers market was only seeing 1 to 2 mushroom growers apply. Since 2023, they've been seeing 5 to 6 mushroom growers apply. Mm-hmm. So it just made sense to do fermentation and fungi. Thus, we have the downtown Albuquerque Fermentation Fungi Festival. Yes. So yeah.
So what can attendees expect going to this festival?
Man, they're going to see a lot of stuff. We're excited. We are going to have over 30 local artisans, producers. We've got your fermentation products. We've got your fungi products. We've got artists and wellness items too. We'll have food. We're definitely going to have some demos, demonstrations, hands-on demonstrations. Everything from fermented paper making to elevating your cooking with mushrooms to a really cool cheese demonstration. So we've got a lot of stuff, a little something for everybody. Can't tell you everything. You just got to come check it out.
So for being that this is your second year, from the first year, what did you see as some of the more popular aspects of the festival?
I think, honestly, one of our most popular aspects was the Battle of the Breads competition, which is a sourdough bread competition. Yeah, so I think that that's going to be a really fun aspect that comes back. We kind of revamped it, and we're just making it a little bit more so people can participate, a little bit more interactive. And we had a lot of participants last year, so we're looking forward to people really joining us back for that competition. It was really fun.
So
yes.
Where can people learn more about the event and how to take part?
You can learn more information. You can check out our website. You can go to our social media pages, which is on Instagram and Facebook. Just search ABQ Fermentation Fest and it'll pop right up. Yep. You can check out our website. Ooh, excuse me, I'm really bad with that one, but we'll pop that down there. Sorry, folks. Yeah, we'll pop it in there. Sorry about that. And then also just follow that social media page. We put a lot of information on our Instagram page and our Facebook. All of our ticket information is there too, so you can check out those tickets. Tickets are on sale. Go get those all-class passes, and then just come and check it out. Come to the Fermentation Festival. Got a lot to offer.
Wonderful. Thank you, Kat, for coming out tonight and telling us more about it, and we hope you have another successful year.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. We'll be back. It's time to experience the creepy Carnival Cabaret, a night of dark entertainment where the bizarre meets the beautiful. Enjoy sinister burlesque, fearsome drag, tarot readings, and more. We're glad to have Grimm Moire on the show to tell us more about the event.
Grimm, thank you for joining us this evening to talk about this awesome event you're doing. So I want to start by how the event came together.
Yeah, actually, it was kind of fun. One of our Teatro Burlesco troupe members, Tilly Von Yum, mentioned during our last show that her 40th birthday is coming up and that she'd like to do an October show. So I said, let's make a whole bash out of it. And we got together with our troupe director, Tony Travis, and decided to make it more than just a show and to make it a whole event with a variety of fun. So, and I've always wanted to do a like Halloween carnival kind of event, so this was a great opportunity to do that.
Well, it's definitely fitting for the season. So what can people expect attending?
So at this show, we're going to have a whole variety of entertainment. We'll have burlesque performers, drag performers. We have belly dancing and sword dancing. And aside from that entertainment, we have the live band Blue Jay and the Pigeons, who will be playing a live set. And also we have a photo booth, and we do have some fantastic vendors who are going to be joining us, some of them also performers, as well as rune and tarot card readings.
Oh, awesome.
And we'll also have a carnival game that we're going to do for prizes.
So what was it about, because you have several different performers that are taking part in this, what was it about those that you chose that worked well with this event?
We have 27 different performers. So yes, it is a pretty a wide amount of styles that are coming in, but a kind of glue that holds everything together is the fact that all of our performers are very interested in the macabre. They tend to do performances that represent horror themes. So it's definitely something that I think is going to bring, even our staff are of the same style. So I think it's going to bring that especially spooky element to it that all of our performers are so varied. We do also have our Master of Ceremonies is going to be a local poet who is a major part of the goth scene. And we have our DJ for the night is Matthew Starr King, the reigning Mr. New Mexico Pride. So big, wide variety of people, and I think that it's just going to be an absolute blast. We can't wait to decorate. The decorations are going to look amazing.
Well, it sounds like it's going to be a great time. Where can people learn more about the event?
Yeah, so our Facebook page is Teatro Burlesco. And on that page, we do have the event called Creepy Carnival Cabaret. And so you can go there. The ticket link through Eventbrite is on that page. And or you can even search for Creepy Carnival Cabaret on Eventbrite as well. And I just hope that everybody comes to have a blast.
Well, thank you for coming on tonight and telling us more about the event. We're definitely looking forward to it.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. We'll be back.
Author Cody Polston is a ghost story writer, known skeptic, and hitman for debunking haunted sites, appearing on numerous TV and radio shows. We're glad to have him here tonight to tell us more about his work and upcoming appearances during the Halloween season.
Cody, thank you for joining me this evening to talk about, we're in October, it's the spooky season. It's fitting to have you on the show. So tell us, you've been writing ghost stories and paranormal for years. What was the draw for you? How did it begin?
Well, I made a ghost hunting team when I was in the military back in 1985. I ended up here in New Mexico. So of course, it kind of followed me to Albuquerque. I created the Ghost Tour in Old Town in the year 2000. And it's just, the thing with ghosts, you have that narrative. Why is it haunted? Which is history, and the history is fascinating. So I decided to write about that so I can go into the detail more than just when you're doing the tour. It's a quick, oh, here it is, blah, blah, here's the spooky part, So that's how it started. I got addicted.
So, as you're feeling this addiction to ghosts, you're also a skeptic. So
Yeah.
how does that work?
That's a good question. A lot of people get confused. I don't think people understand the entertainment value. Like, I'm a horror movie geek, obviously Godzilla, right?
Yep.
So I can watch a horror movie, say like A Nightmare on Elm Street, and I can know that Freddy Krueger isn't real, and I can enjoy it. But if we start talking about what about the Haunting on Elm Street?
Yeah.
Okay, now we're in a different book. And it's the same thing with ghost stories. I love them. I think they're great entertainment. It's fun. There's history. You can get a little spooky.
Yeah.
But when we talk about is it real, I've been doing it a long time. So, I actually have books written where I do debunk them sometimes too.
Yes, yes. So I know that you've worked with TJ Trout on doing ghost hunts for 23 years. Is that right?
Long time, yes.
So what have those been like? And can you share with us like one instance where something major happened on one of them?
memorable,
Yes,
okay.
real memorable.
The way that started, once I got the ghost tour going, it got media, so newspapers and on television. And so TJ said, hey, would you like to come do this annual ghost hunt that we do on 94 Rock? Still doing those today. In fact, we're going out soon to do the one for this year.
goodness.
He's on KKOB now, though.
Yes.
Different thing. The most memorable, actually, it's not spooky. No, it's not spooky at all. But it depends on your definition of spooky.
Yeah, okay.
We were in Santa Fe at the old St. Vincent Hospital. It's the Jewelry Plaza Hotel now.
Yes.
So we showed up and all these lights are like, what's going on? Well, the lady that booked us said, oh, they're shooting a movie. But it's fine. You're in a different area. So you guys, it should be okay. So we went down, we were doing our thing, and there's just too many ghost hunters showed up for this one. Because TJ would buy dinner and people, hey, free meal, So I sent them upstairs to the third floor to get them out of our hair. I said, check it out, let me know. So they went up there, and what happened was they were up there, and this entourage of people comes through. And one of the ghost hunters, a girl, she's eating Cheetos. Behind them comes Steven Seagal. He sees those Cheetos and goes right into her face. Where'd you get those Cheetos? And she's like, I bought them. You better have. And he turns and walks away.
Oh my God.
He comes down, passes me and TJ, goes right into the craft room, counting his Cheetos. 1, 2. All right, that girl lives.
Oh my
And
goodness.
you talk about just like, what? Almost paranormal. But no one would mess with her after that. Like, dude, she stared down Steven Seagal. So
Who knew that man loved Cheetos so much?
well,
My
you could tell in his later films. But yeah. But that's probably the most memorable thing.
Well, we know that there's haunts that are coming up. So where can people learn more about your upcoming appearances, books that may be coming out, or examples of what you do on an everyday basis?
It's real easy. CodyPolston.com is my website. So everything's on there. You can spend hours on it. At the events specifically, I'm doing a lot with the Painted Lady Bed in the Brew in October. Just go to brewsandbooze.com and it has all my events coming up on there, as well as the other fun stuff like Scary Movie Bingo. If you never tried that, that's
Nice.
fun.
Well, Cody, thank you for coming out
Thank
tonight
you.
and giving us a little bit of history of what you do, and you're definitely ready for the season.
Hopefully.
So thanks for coming out.
Thank you.
We'll be back.
You and I, we never worked. There should be stars for wars like ours. How much it hurt. Back and forth, this endless sea. I wish I didn't care at all. Loving you is a misery. I come alive when you come around. When you pick me up, baby, I'm home.
Electric Playhouse's Drag Brunch is an experience everyone should partake in. The incredible talent that graces the stage on a late Sunday morning will leave you craving more. Tonight, we're thrilled to have Miss Vanessa Patricks, the host and show director, join us to share more about the production and their upcoming Halloween show.
Vanessa, thank you for joining me this evening. I am really excited to hear about this new show and just talk about the Drag Brunch. And first of all, I want to say congratulations winning the New Mexico Entertainment Award for monthly event. How was it?
Thank you so much. We're very excited to have won that award. It means a lot to us for sure. We work our butts off, so to get some recognition for that, it feels really good.
Absolutely. So, what is it about drag that gets people going?
That's a good question. I would say that the biggest thing that gets people going is the hyper glamour. The costumes, the glitter, the rhinestones, the big hair. When a woman wears a evening gown with 3 rhinestones, a drag queen wears an evening gown with 50,000 rhinestones. So it's just, I think, that exaggerated form of art form and the glamour and the fashion and the performance and the positivity and I would say just all that excitement is really what gets people going and excited.
Well, this particular event, the drag brunches that are happening at Electric Playhouse, are making a name for themselves, honestly. Why is this one why are they so unique from anything else happening around town?
Well, I guess I can start by saying that drag in general in Albuquerque is so unique, which is why I love the drag scene here. There's so many different kinds of drag. There's alternative drag, there's glamour drag, there's pageant drag. But what we're doing at Electric Playhouse, I feel, is adding technology, the immersiveness of the actual venue itself, and those capabilities that we have, mixed with what everyone sees about drag, and throwing it all into one big thing with a brunch and and a good time on a Sunday afternoon. And of course, I would say that we have some really wonderful cast members.
Absolutely.
We have a resident cast of 10 plus myself, which makes it 11. And I think between the 11 of us, we do have some of your top entertainers in New Mexico, which feels really great. And I think the audience really feels that.
And you actually have all 11 with your, we're in the spooky season. You guys are doing a themed Halloween event, and all 11 of you will be taking part in this.
Yes, that is the exciting part. Normally what we do is we have a resident cast of 10, rotating 5 at a time, rotating months, and then I'm always the resident host. For our 1-year anniversary, which is going to be in October, we are doing the full cast of 10 plus myself, which is 11. You're also going to see a few other characters that are going to pop in and join the party with us. So it's literally, if you are ever going to come see Electric Playhouse Drag Brunch, October 6th is the one to come to. And of course thereafter, we have month after month production numbers and just, it's just such a fun event. It's something that I'm very proud of, and I know that my fellow cast members are as well.
Well, you guys do put in a lot of work, and it is one of the most entertaining shows that I have seen. So where can people find out more about it?
You can go to electricplayhouse.com, and then if you go down to events, you can find tickets there. That's probably the easiest way. Of course, you can find my social medias, Vanessa Patricks on Instagram. I'm always posting for that and also all my other events around town. I always tell people, if you can't make this one, make the next one. If you can't make the next one, just go out and support queer art in general, because we really could use the allyship right now.
Absolutely. Yeah. Vanessa, thank you for coming on the show. I greatly appreciate it, and we
Thanks
are looking forward to the event.
I'm very excited.
We'll be back.
Singer, songwriter, and guitarist Spencer Rick, after recording globally, is entertaining audiences with his blend of rock, blues, and classical influences. Tonight he talks about his passion for music and his latest project. Spencer, thank you for joining me this evening to talk about your upcoming music. I definitely want to hear more. Let's start with how it began. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. So let's start with how it began. Where did your love of music come from?
Yeah, so I think I've always loved music. So when I was a baby, up until I was probably like 6, my mom loved to sing, nursery rhymes and lullabies, and even her own creations to both me and my siblings. She once made a song about garbage trucks because I was so fascinated. But no matter what, we always were involved with music, whether we had a Disney VHS sing-along tape in the TV, or we're flipping through the binder in our car for a new CD to put in for some classic rock on a drive, or we have company over, we have classic rock playing, or playing card games, that sort of thing. I think music has just always been an integral ingredient in me and my family's life.
So what was the one piece of music or song that you heard that you knew you wanted to be a musician?
Yeah, that's a really good question. So when I was like 8 or 9, I heard Boston for the first time in the backseat of my cousin's car when he was driving me around, and it just blew my mind. The electric guitars sounded otherworldly to me, like they sounded like lightning became music or something. Like, it was so cool, and I really knew I had to make that sound for myself and become a guitar player. And so I took lessons. When I was 10, I got my first guitar. Wow. And I took lessons for about 6 years, and then I cut it with that and decided to just go on my own path and figure out what voice and style of songwriting I wanted to do. And along the way, you pick up people you become enamored with. And
absolutely.
Artists like Arctic Monkeys or Foo Fighters or Young the Giant really stood out to me, and they still do today.
So I know that you're coming out with new music that should be actually out next month. So can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, definitely. So actually, I'm working on a bunch of stuff. I'm working on 2 full-length albums and an EP. But they're all kind of under the style of rock, and they all have their own distinct like indie flavor, so to say. But with each project I take up, I like to kind of make a new style of song.
Interesting.
So each song is a new style, rather, but it all needs to come together to create a cohesive message or idea of some sort. So like with my last album I released, Love and Loss, which is out everywhere right now, each song is a different genre, but it all comes together to form a letter that I wrote and dedicated to my dad, who had passed away.
And it is a beautiful album.
Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. And I want to take up the reins with that same kind of approach on this next couple of albums, where each song is a little bit different, but it comes together to build a cohesive idea. So this next one is about dreams and what it means to live your dream and fulfill your dreams. And the next one after that, I kind of want to keep under wraps, keep in my back pocket. But I can tease that, like you said, I will have 2 to 3 singles coming out to spearhead the release of my next album.
Oh, wonderful. Well, where can people find out more about you and any updates on the new music coming out?
Yeah, definitely. I think, honestly, the best place to find out more about my music would be at a show. So I'm super fortunate to have a very talented band who can cover a lot of musical ground and styles and keep up with my crazy eclectic style. So each night, that means we get to put together a new set that's totally different from the last. So sometimes you get more heavy rock, which is cool, or sometimes you get more laid back stuff and more emotional stuff, or a blend of the two.
Wonderful.
And really, that's the most exciting thing for me, is I get to put out something new and usually include things that come from unreleased music into that sort of thing. But if you're interested in finding me at a show, you can always find out info like on Instagram at SpencerRick_music, which is SpencerRick_music, where I have all my dates, my website, my links to Spotify, Apple Music, that sort of thing, where you can find me. You can find me on any listening streaming platform under Spencer Rick. But yeah.
Wonderful. Well, Spencer, thank you for coming out tonight and talking with me about your music, and we are definitely looking forward to what you have coming up.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been an honor.
Absolutely. We'll be back. This is your New Mexico Entertainment in 60.
ABQ Bruja Fest explores the spiritual world with like-minded individuals for a weekend of inspiration, learning, and growth. ABQ Bruja Fest takes place on October 11th through the 12th at Expo New Mexico in Albuquerque. The Santa Fe International Film Festival is the premier forum for international and independent cinema. Focusing on artistic excellence, it serves as a creative center for film year-round. The Santa Fe International Film Festival takes place on October 16th through the 20th in Santa Fe. The Cunningham Haunt House is not for the faint of heart. Open for one night only, this free event has become a spooky tradition during the Halloween season. Cunningham Haunt House takes place on October 31st at 2308 E 14th Street in Farmington. This has been your New Mexico Entertainment in 60. For more events and entertainment, visit nmentertains.com.
Thank you for joining us for this month's episode of New Mexico Entertainment Television, where you continue to be in the know. Join us next month as we cover topics from our November-December issue, which is our holiday issue. Have a great night.
For more events and entertainment, visit nmentertains.com.